Here's to Thirsty Thursdays.
Oh, hello. How we doing, fam? Couple of things. We're going to do Thirsty Thursday laid back today. I'm just going to lay back the whole time, you know? And I sinned. I don't have a cup, so we can't dream. I'm so sorry. But sometimes we have to realize that the dreams take a pause before they can move forward. So we'll have that attitude. All right, you got your can? Or your canza? I know you do. Woo-wee. Let's skim it. Let's get that gutter. And now let's blow, baby. We never know if this is going to happen, but we do it every week. We'll find out in editing if you heard that. Yeah. No dream, just down the hatch this week. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. What a crazy week. A lot of moving parts, a lot of moving action. I can't even talk. This morning, dog. This morning was crazy. You leave town for a couple of days. And we'll talk about why I did. Very exciting, very happy about it. Went very well. But I'll tell you what, fam. Shout out to all my parents, small business owners, medium business owners, whatever the hell. When you come back to reality, I'll tell you what, reality's real. Phone ringing off the hook, emails, text messages. Oh, by the way, do this. People telling you need to write stuff down. Hey, wifey. You know. It's good squishy. Anyway, crazy stuff. But that means good things are happening. The stuff's flowing. Things are moving. But you got to take care of all the fires. You feel me? Anyway, back to reality. That's real. But let's talk about the fun stuff, shall we? Forget taxes. Forget bills. Forget payments. Forget worrying about revenue. Forget worrying about the payroll. Forget all the things. And don't even worry about Mickey Mouse and Disneyland because they're so far away right now, you can see the person underneath the massive head mask that they wear. And I bet those tights are gross. You feel me, fam? All right. Went to Las Vegas, and it was awesome. We crushed it. PowerSlap 18 is coming up. And it was a really big decision if I should go. But I kept thinking, I got to go. I got to go. And I'm not sure why, but I got to go. I got to go. Maybe some of you have had those feelings before. Oh, I'm not sure why I feel like I should, exit here off the freeway, but I'm going to. You just have these gut feelings, right? And so I felt that way about doing the Vegas thing, Sweet Talks for PowerSlap 18. It wasn't really in the 100% best of interest for things going on back home, but I even told Timmer, I was like, I don't know what it is, but I think I got to go. We need to pull this off. So drove down. When did I drive down, fam? I think it was Sunday. Drove down Sunday. Got there, got set up. We were at the Circa like usual, but then they moved all the strikers into a different hotel. So we actually ended up at the D. Going forward, if they still end up at the D, I still might set up shop at the Circa just because that room at the Circa is so podcast friendly. All the strikers can hang out if they want. There's enough room. No one feels crammed. And the window situation, the lighting situation is a lot better at the Circa as opposed to the D. Anyway, having said that, I made the decision to be in the same hotel as the strikers. So all they had to do was, come on up the elevator to get interviewed. And so let me tell you, it was great. We got set up after a while, did all the mic checks. And one cool aspect of Sweet Talks this time was we had a 3-camera setup. So it wasn't just a landscape view with some mics and lighting. We had the landscape view, and then when someone started to speak, we had that camera on them. And then when I started to speak, we had that camera on me. So It was we can still adjust a few things. The lighting comes to mind, the camera angle on, when I spoke comes to mind, but look, overall it turned out awesome. We edited on the fly live, so when someone was speaking, shout out Patrick, he would switch the board to that camera and so on. So editing was very minimal. We ended up interviewing late into the night Sunday, past 11, and then late into the night the next day. I think our last one was with Joe Perez around 11:30. So long days, but we got in 15 interviews, and we got all the main card except for 4 people. So wish we got those, but they all committed. But they just, once these guys land, their schedules can be erratic, and actually their schedules can be a surprise as well. So, but I got the 4 people we didn't get. Shout out Brandon, Alan, Crazy, and Ron. Got to hang with Brandon and Alan a little bit at the Circa one night with Taylor. So we still got to talk, still got to chat, and it was good. And Crazy, man, it's funny, fam. Through all the energy of getting back to reality, I forgot that Crazy lost a really good friend, actually, and his wife's best friend. Wow, that just hit me. Things are crazy. Well, let's take a moment real quick, turn the energy down a little bit. Yeah, we didn't get to interview Crazy, but the reason is like I said, uh, the guy that was going to be in his corner that's helping him train for this, his name's Vern White, and Vern was with PowerSlap from the beginning. He was at all the events and all around the strikers, and he was very good to me, my wife, and my kids, especially. I didn't know him as well as others, but all my interactions with him were always very good, very pleasant. And the last interaction I had with him was actually on a internet interview on Riverside with Crazy. And that's probably, outside of talking to him in person at events, that's probably the most I've spoken with him. We got done recording, and then we were able to talk for a little bit, and he was very, very complimentary and very cool, very genuine, always focused on the positive. So what I did know of him, nothing but love. But man, Crazy was sure shook up, and for good reasons. They were very close, very tight. Like I said, he was going to be in his corner this weekend. Probably Crazy's wife's best friend. They got along really well. And it was just a shock. It was actually a car accident. But as far as reasons go for not coming up for a stupid interview, and at the end of the day, that's all it is, fam. All we got is this one life. And I mean, that's in jest, and it's endearing. But that's why we didn't get Crazy. He was dealing with a lot of stuff, and kudos to Crazy. Nothing but love out to him. He's still going to compete this weekend. He's still going to do his thing. And I know Slap News, and he might even be getting a tribute at the actual fight card. So we'll see. So, yeah, and it's funny, getting back to, speaking of people passing, part of the reason I was on edge this morning, on top of getting back to real life, is I had screen recorded my dad's. So I don't really do Facebook, and I started a new Facebook once we started Slap Son, and now just this past year I connected them, but I'm really not on there a lot. So anyway, one night I was on there, and it had like friends suggestions, and one of the friends that Facebook suggested for me was my dad. Oh, so I was like, I felt it, because it makes you think of him and all that. So I screen recorded me adding my dad as a friend, and I lost that. So, not too happy about that, but it's okay. Life will go on. That was one of my trophies, if you will, my tokens to just remember him. And so I hate the fact I don't have it anymore. But what can you do? Just sip your drink, right? Mm. Anyway, Sweet Talks was a success. Very happy about it. Like I said, we only missed 4 people on the main card. Um, what a crazy 48 hours that was, man. A lot of emotions with the passing of Vern, in addition to all the feelings of, leading up to the fight. Um, so we wrapped up late Monday night, and then early Tuesday, I got back in the car because I promised Lucas I would pick him up from school. So driving home, making good time. But then we had to put out some fires that required more than just a simple text or more than just a simple phone call, um, just in the background with the business and some other things leading up to what we wanted to accomplish within the business. So I had to pull over for about an hour ish to figure that out. But other than that, the drive home was good. I was a little late because I had to pull over and take care of some things, but I let Lucas know, and yeah, got home safely, all that good stuff. Lucas was excited, which was always good. And then, yeah, just really back to regular life, fam. We're going right back to Vegas tomorrow for the actual card, which I'm very excited about. We're coming home Sunday, so we probably won't get a whole lot of rest, which seems to be the trend in my life. But that means things are cooking typically, or you're being productive typically. So yeah, super excited. We're going out again tomorrow. So it's been a busy, busy week, and it's not going to slow down, but for all the good reasons this weekend, it's not going to slow down. And since we're coming home on Sunday, this guy here is going to go to bed whenever he goes to bed, Friday or Saturday early morning, after seeing everybody, seeing all the boys, seeing all the strikers, seeing all your PowerSlap fam, going to the card, after parties, clubbing, all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to crash. And whenever I wake up Saturday, that's when I'm going to wake up. I'm not going to set an alarm. I'm not going to have the drapes open. Allie says she'll sleep in with me, but we know better. She'll start going like this around 8 a.m. You know what I mean? All good, though. So I'll just wake up when she wakes up if we're being truthful. But it will be awesome to finally just have a full night's rest and wake up feeling amazing. It has been a crazy ride so far this year. Whew. But I think it's going to be a good one for sure. Business wise, hobby wise, with PowerSlap. The kids are going to be transitioning into junior high next year, another year of high school. And that's kind of been on my brain as well, because believe it or not, school's coming to a close, not too far in the future, right? So, anyway, been a good week, been a busy week, but it's going to be all right. Everything's good. And I just want you to know that person looking back at you in the mirror, they're going to be okay. Cheers, fam. Nothing like a quick sip episode. Let's have a good day.